What's up, everyone? Remy here again with another really interesting topic I'd like to really quickly talk to you about. And the topic is cross training. And in the video, I'd like to answer a very important question. Is cross training beneficial for your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu development, your progress? Okay. So let's answer the question, what is cross training? So let's go through the definition. So imagine you're a member of one particular club. You pay your membership, your monthly fee, and you attend morning, lunchtime, evening classes. In some clubs, and I have to say this is vast minority, in some clubs, your coach, your professor, the owner of the club, expects you to, in a way, pay sort of allegiance, be committed, be loyal to one club, and don't train anywhere else. Okay, in some instances, I've heard of coaches actively discouraging people to train anywhere else, potentially even canceling the membership. If this happens to you, for me personally, it would be a massive red flag, and I would potentially leave the club. Okay, but this happens very, very, very rarely. Okay, so that's cross training. So is it beneficial to train with other people in other clubs, even though you belong to one club? In my humble opinion, absolutely yes. Okay, and I'll try to go through all sorts of benefits. I'll try and divide them into maybe two groups: social, and then maybe looking at the growth. So your jiu-jitsu growth. So just looking from a social perspective, we're human beings. We seek companionship. And I think just going to other clubs, meeting other BJJ practitioners is absolutely essential for your growth as a human being. I've built so many relationships, friendships with people I met on my sort of journey. I go to Scotland, Netherlands, Poland, and I have really, really good BJJ friends there. Okay, so that's sort of social part of it. Okay, but looking at your growth, you might learn a new technique or two. Okay, and even if it's the same technique, you might learn it from a different perspective, different angle. The application might be slightly different than your coach's, because another coach might be slightly bigger with longer arm reach. They might be more flexible, they might be more mobile, younger, older. Okay, this is all so important to learn different sort of applications of the same technique. Another aspect of this is rolling with people you haven't rolled before, touching hands, bumping fists with someone you've never rolled before. It's so important. It's always given me a lot of sort of really positive thrills when I do that, because I don't know what's going to happen, whether the guy will take the lapel out and play with lapel, or whether they're going to be a pressure passer, whether they're going to be very jumpy. I don't really know, and that's what excites me every single time I visit a new club. Another reason it's good to visit at the club is that that's the easiest way to assess your progress, because you roll with the same people all the time within your club. How else will you know that you're on a right level? Okay, if you roll with someone who's the same belt, the same age, the same weight in another club, and you smash them, okay, or you will completely be demolished by them, you'll have to rethink your journey. Okay, so that's really important. So these are sort of the benefits of visiting different clubs. As far as drawbacks, there aren't many, but it's worth mentioning them. In my opinion, BJJ community is the most welcoming, the most sort of I would call them the loveliest community as far as martial arts is considered. However, there are some dickheads around. Inevitably, you'll come across them. Okay, so if someone's going too hard, even though you told them you don't want to go too hard, or maybe you have an injury, don't roll with them. Um, don't come back to this particular club. Stay away from them. Um, so your safety should be your utmost priority. So just leave and don't come back. As simple as that. Okay, um, and so just to finish, A couple of things you should really remember before you visit another club. Okay, uh, number one, I would look them up. Check the socials, timetable, pick the session that suits you the most. Um, let them know you're coming. Send them a quick DM on Insta, Facebook, email, phone call would be absolutely fine. Uh, ask if they charge for a drop-in session. Most clubs will sort of welcome you if you're there for the first time. But if you're more regular, if you visit them regularly, they will ask you to some £5 or £10 or £15 drop-in charge. Okay, and lastly, I would advise everyone to buy a non-branded gi. Some clubs are really sort of particular about it. They belong to a franchise and they expect you to have their gi. Some clubs don't. So I would normally buy a non-branded gi and then I'm happy going anywhere that I want. Okay. Uh, that's it. Thanks for listening and watching. I hope that helped you a little bit to understand what cross training is and helped you decide whether you will do it or not. I do all the time. I visited another club earlier today and I absolutely loved it and I've learned so much. And I know that my professors will be absolutely happy with that because they do cross train themselves. Brilliant. Thank you, guys, for watching. See you next time. Take care.